Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Johnny, and welcome back to Pokemon Yellow episode. I believe it's 22. I'm really trying to keep track of it now, but I can't, and I went around the wrong way. And our Charizard's still poisoned from the battle with Koga, and we're poisoned too because he gave us a poisonous Pokemon Stadium cartridge. Which the reason I've been talking about Pokemon Stadium so often, if anyone's actually interested, there's this kid at my school named Wayne. You know, Wayne, darn you, Wayne. And he's oh wait, this is Safari Warden's house. I'll get back to the story about Wayne in a minute. If you talked to this guy before, he can't talk because he's full of gibberish, and we gave him the golden teeth to the Warden. Yay! The Warden popped him in his teeth. Thanks, kid. Now I can understand a word that I said. I couldn't work. You can give me something for your trouble. And we get HM4. What's the big deal? Why was those golden teeth so important? Well, in an upcoming cave, there is a very valuable Pokemon you definitely want that you need this HM to get. Now, it's not required. You can fly back to Pallet Town and just do it that way, but you really want that Pokemon. And there's some pretty good trainer battles in there. But yes, we can use our Strength, which, while in that Pokemon Center, I got Falgor and Snorlax. And, yeah. We're gonna move that boulder, and it's out of the way. And what do we get? We get a rare candy! So one of our Pokemon can level up exactly one level, which I'll be saving for much later in the game. Anyways, I've been experimenting with recording styles lately. So this is going to be a, I believe, 8-minute video, and I want you guys to comment if the audio synced up right, everything sounds good, you know, when I attack, it like makes the attack noise at the appropriate times and whatnot. But yes, what you want to do is you want to go in this house. And this dude's like, wait, don't say another word. You wanted this. And he gives you TM29, which is Psychic. Hooray. That's why he knew we wanted it, so he gave it to us. Haha, get it? I really didn't get that as a kid. I was like, well, why did he know that I wanted that? I'm so confused. I don't understand what being Psychic is. And yes, we can't go in that gym, but we can go in this one. Interesting enough, this place has 2 gyms, and this is what I do every single time I've come into this place. But you can obviously just go up there and fight the last dude, but... Hoo-ha! You're trespassing on the fighting dojo! Ugh. Yes. And, yes, there are nothing but fighting dudes in here. This is not the actual gym, though. Saffron City is special in that... Oh my gosh, I'm about to barf. Alright. If you want to know why I'm about to barf, maybe I'll tell you one day, but there's a good reason. But yes, Saffron City has 2 gyms. One is unofficial. The gym that used to be here was the Fighting Dojo, which we are in now, but it has been overtaken by another gym, which we'll get into at the appropriate time. Yes, I came in here to try and level up Kellogg's. So, yeah. Now he's level 33, I believe he gets a much higher and much more useful. So that's cool. But yeah, back to Wayne. Anyways, Wayne has this Nintendo 64, and we were all chatting around, you know, high school, talking about junk. And we start talking about Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64, and Wayne's like, oh man, I'd go home and play that on my Nintendo 64 right now. And it's like, why don't you? I don't really like it anymore. And it's like, well, we really didn't get what he was saying, but it's like, yeah, I'd sell it though for like 30 bucks. And I was like, ooh, you know, I sold my Nintendo 64 a while ago, and I'd really like to play some of those games again. Considering not like only 20 games for the Nintendo 64 are on the Virtual Console, which is nowhere near as much as it should be, in my opinion. Yeah. I was like, hey dude, I'll give you like some money for that Nintendo 64, depending on the games you got. So he said, okay, 30 bucks, controllers, and all the games I got. Which he said he got like a bucket full, but I don't know how much a bucket full is. But then my friend James is like, hold up dude, alright? I want that Nintendo 64, because I don't have any consoles at my house, and that's like the best console ever. And I'm like, yes it is, but it's my Nintendo 64. And we start having this huge argument about whose Nintendo 64 it is. And I'm like feeling sorry for him. It's like, yeah, I do have other consoles I can play. You know, you can have the Nintendo 64. Obviously, he was gonna buy it with his own money, but you know. But then he's like, oh no, dude, you can have it. I don't even have the money to begin with. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, so Wayne said, okay, I gotta go to my house and like write down all the games I'm gonna give you. Because, you know, I didn't want to buy it unless he had, like, 2 games. He said he had, like, every single one. But you know how people exaggerate. But yes, so, Christmas break happens and whatnot, we get some sweet gifts and junk, and he comes back, and James is like, okay, now I got money, I'm gonna buy it. So I'm like, dude, you said I could have it. He's like, yeah, I don't care anymore. And he's like, that's okay, dude, you know, you can have it. But then Wayne comes around and said, hey, you want it Pokemon Stadium? And I'm like, yeah, I do. Well, I got that one. And I got Pokemon Stadium 2, which I'm like, dude, which are like 2 games I never got to complete as a little kid. I got the very, very last challenge and couldn't beat it. And so I really want these games. But, yeah, he still hasn't sold us the Nintendo 64, but I really want it. If I don't get it, you know, that's not that big of a deal. Because I really would like to LP some of those games, maybe as a side project, you know, just turn the game on, you know. But, you know what, but, you know, James is really cool about it, and like, hey, you can borrow any of the games whenever you want. And, my friend actually said, near his house there's like a yard sale, and this guy's selling a bunch of old consoles, so I might check that out if we ever get a chance to go over there. But, yep, that's pretty much what's been on my mind. And during the whole time of that, we got all these dojo dudes in a straight line, which is what I do every time. Crunch! I am the karate master. I am the leader here. You wish to challenge us? Accept no mercy. Fwa! What's up with fwa? That's actually like a form in my, like, used to be my history class. Everybody get your fwas out. Yes, the black belt gym leader, or former gym leader, has 2 Pokemon, level 37 each. One of which is a Hitmonlee, which is the kicking one, based on the martial artist... I almost said Rock Lee. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the dude. Bruce Lee, thank you. Stupid mind trickery. Yes! And I was gonna sit in his Hitmonchan, which is based on Jackie Chan. Except Jackie Chan doesn't use boxing gloves, so... kinda weird how that relation came about. But yes! They are no match for Kellogg's, unfortunately. Gah, beaten! Here, money. Indeed, I have lost. Our emblem is your trophy. But in return, I will... Yeah, and he's given us, a choice between 2 fighting Pokemon, and every time I pick Hitmonlee, because he's just cooler. I mean, he has extending legs. But yes, due to the fact you can only get 1 of these per game, I'm going to have to go into a separate file of Pokemon Yellow and trade over the other one. So that's how I'm catching all the 150 Pokemon. But anyways, in the next video, guys, we're going to get to this other gym and finish up stuff in Saffron City. See you later.